Well, that's certainly quite a bang to get us into our F1 Championship Edition Career Mode. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're here on quite possibly the most hyped F1 game of all time. I am really looking forward to this series, where we're going to start and aim to win the Formula 1 World Championship. Now, the aim is to try and do this on all of the Formula 1 games, you know, from sort of F1 2006, where obviously it was on the PS3, so it is in a semi-decent quality, all the way up, well, until as far as I decide, you know, after this one, which probably will take us quite a while. I'd imagine we'll move on to like 2010 and so on and so on. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. But today we are here, yes, for the start of my F1 2006 Championship Edition Career Mode. This game, I think a lot of people have sort of understood, is quite possibly the best Formula 1 game of all time. You know, it's highly rated by a whole lot of people. Race distance, we're going to go with 20% scaled rolling start. No, we don't want that, do we? We want that off. Yeah, I don't know why on earth anyone would want a rolling start. We'll have the grid overview on. We'll have the parade lap on as well. Something Codemasters Formula 1 games still don't have. I may have forgot what a parade lap was right there. I thought it was the lap at the end of the race, not at the start. Cody's Formula 1 games do actually have them. Tonight, to this day even. And we'll also have the podium celebrations on as well. We're going to be rolling on hard difficulty for this career mode. You know, really want to, you know, setting myself some high targets. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this series. I think F1 2006 even, sorry, has a 5-year career mode, if I'm not mistaken. So the aim is to try and do the first season before F1 2018. Really, you know, come at the, you know, absolutely smash through F1 2018 career mode, and then we'll dip back into this game over the course of that time, and then we'll really come back to F1 28. We'll really come back to F1 Championship Edition a little bit further down the line. But hopefully, obviously, our first season will be quite a strong one. Let's go then into our email box. We've got Laura Carey, and I will be your agent throughout your career in Formula 1. My role is to look after your professional interests and keep you informed of available jobs in the world of F1. My first job will be to set you up with a trial to show for teams hiring for what you can do. Keep an eye on your inbox. Good luck. Okay, there we are. So that's quite a good one. News, with only a few weeks left before the season opener in Bahrain, it's exciting times for the teams involved, with final pre-season tweaks, testing sessions, and bedding in new driver lineups. It's not a time for teams to sit back and rest on their laurels. Super Aguri, F1 team's technical director, puts it another way: the first round of the championship sets the pace for the rest of the season, so it is vital that we're thoroughly prepared both technically and mentally. Gentlemen, start your engines. Well, before we get into all of that, we certainly need to try and find a seat in Formula 1. Now, I know this one's probably going to come up quite a lot, and obviously I'm aware that Team Marduk has done a career mode on this game as well, so the aim really is to try and avoid the cars obviously he's driven with. So I know obviously he began with Scuderia Toro, so probably the strongest out of these three cars at the rear of the field. But I'm going to try and avoid Toro Rosso, so it's a case between Super Aguri and MF1 Race. And I'm going to try with Minardi, you know, so it's something a little bit different. And then hopefully we can try and, you know, get that car. So we will be driving at Magny-Cours for this one. And let's move on then into my first drive of a Formula 1 2006 car. So here we are then. Our cumulative lap time session beat the cumulative 3-lap target over a number of laps. So I take it therefore we've got to try and, so we've got to beat a 4-minute 2, which, oh, it's also how do I change it up? There we go. Is that, yeah, that was there we go. I've learnt up and down then. So yeah, we've got to try and beat a 4-minute 2 over the course of 3 laps. So that's what, about 1 minute 20? Yeah, 1 minute 21 a lap time, just under. Around Magny-Cours. I don't think, honestly, I've probably driven this track in a couple of mods, but I've never driven it on, you know, in sort of a proper Formula 1 game. As we come down in towards turn 1, and I've crashed. And that was pretty much how my Midland F1 test went. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit of a weird bug on this game. Sometimes it just gives you completely inaccurate times comparing to the track conditions. As you can see, it's raining around this track, and, well, 121s is very much dry pace, which basically meant this was impossible to do. So I had to cancel anything with Midland, so I went off to Super Aguri. well, let's be fair, the Minardi test didn't exactly go too well. We're here at Silverstone now, trying to, well, earn ourselves a seat with Super Aguri. Now, once again, it's cumulative lap time, so it's going to be quite tough. I think we've got to average about a 25, just over the course of 3 laps. That's not the way we wanted to start the session. Those corners when you get them right are absolutely incredible, but you don't get them right very often. Well, I don't personally. Coming to the end of our first lap though, come on, let's get the front end tucked in. Super Aguri does not like to grip up. End of the lap one though, we need to average 25s. It is a 24.7, so we've got a little bit of time in the bag. That's quite a good lap though. Oh, turn 1. Really felt about that one quite nicely. A 24.1! Oh, this is feeling good. We better not bottle this now. If we bottle this, I'm going to be so annoyed, because we could easily beat this by a good couple of seconds. And that would really, really be good if we want a seat. Because I know how tough it is to try and get a car, a drive on this game. They really, really, you know, they make it difficult so you're prepared for the career mode within it, but it's certainly very, very tough. Another 2/10 up on my first sector. Kept it in 5th there and just like kept it between the white lines. Don't invalidate, don't invalidate. Whatever you do, Matt, we've got a couple of seconds in the bag now, nearly. Just don't spin and don't invalidate. And actually get somewhere in the right continent to the apexes. Every time you touch a curb, we're exactly dead on time. Every time you touch a curb, you just breathe in and pray. Out of the final corner though. Are we going to be able to do it? I think we should. But it's by how much? Down towards the line. Yes, we do. It's a 12.8 or 12.9 even. So what's that? 2.7 seconds clear. 9/10 of a second a lap. Quicker than what the team wanted. Surely that is good enough to earn us a drive at Super Aguri. Let's check the recruitment board. Fingers crossed. Offer. Yes. Position as first driver, let's go. Finish ahead of, it's UG, isn't it? UGID? UGI, I don't know. Expected GP position 20, expected qualifying position 22nd. So it's nice to know it thinks we'll finish absolutely dead last. But we have got to drive with Super Aguri for the season 1 here. We're starting from the bottom. And let's hope we can move our way up through the order over the course of the season. News was broken today that Matt Beard signed a contract with Super Aguri. Beard has accepted the first driver position with them after successful negotiations over the last couple of days between his agent, Laura Carey, and the Super Aguri F1 team management team. It's a bit weird. His agent went once terms were agreed. We're agreed it was an easy decision Matt to join such an exciting team. Yep, I will admit Super Aguri are renowned for being very exciting. I like the fact the article's not even cropped properly. But we'll gloss over that, because we've got a team for Season 1 of the F1 06 Championship Edition Career Mode. Let's check our emails. A superb trial, the trial of Super Aguri. Very well indeed, Super Aguri would like to offer you employment as a first driver for the season. Yep, there we go. And then, well, obviously we've got all the other stuff that we've already gone through. So let's move on then into the Bahrain Grand Prix. Jump straight into the deep end.
Welcome to Sakhir, Bahrain for this afternoon's qualifying session. 1 hour of entertainment and excitement starts right here. Session 1 is starting imminently, so without delay, let's find out who makes it through to Session 2 and who will make up the back part of the grid.
See from the map. But let's get my first ever qualifying lap underway. Cycling through the gears, I feel like we've got a good amount of straight line speed on this car. Will we hit 200? I highly doubt it. We're struggling at about 17,000 RPM. Braking nice and late clip the curb. That was alright. Clip the curb through 2 as well. I can just tell those will be auto spinning. Tyres are up in a good operating window as well. Braking down in, that's a lot tighter than it is nowadays. It is quite funny looking at how much this track has changed. Well, I say how much it's changed. How poorly represented, I think is probably the best way to describe it. Can't imagine they've changed the topography of this Grand Prix layout in recent years. Or if they have, I'm not too sure why. We got about 4 cars all over the back of me. We'll let all of them through. Come on. Off you go. Right, now we've got a... This is just a traffic jam. Going down the back straight. We've still got 2 laps of fuel. So we'll go for another.
Posts a new lap time.
Go on, Scott.
So far, the car just doesn't seem to want to do it.
That's alright then. Don't go on, Scott. Actually, yeah, you'd probably be right at the back with us. Don't do it, Scott. Don't do well. A 47.9. Fantastic job by me having the P4.
Tiago Montero posts a new qualifying time.
Ah, and I was right about those curbs. They are evil. Right, we need to go back to the garage and go out nice and quickly. Sure he's not too happy with that, but I want to get my lap in. And of course. And Toyer on a 34.2. It's a decent lap by him.
Scott Speed posts a new lap time. Well, he'll be upset with that performance. The car is simply not competitive at the moment.
Ah, no! And it's done it again. That's what, my 4th auto spin of the session? And we've got no more time. Lovely! There we are then. So we've got no more time to do qualifying. So we're going to be starting last for the first round of the season. Only 8 seconds, 9 seconds off the pace. We'll gloss over that. One stop, we'll pit exactly in the middle. So yeah, that seems good to me.
The waiting is over and you join us live in the desert for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Formula One's popularity knows no bounds. They may not have had any home teams or drivers here, but our Arabian hosts are still big fans. Whether it's horses, camels or F1 cars, Bahrain certainly loves its racing. The Formula One Roadshow has truly arrived in the Middle East and we're all set for a real sizzler. This is race day in the desert. It's pole.
Here we are then, on the grid, ready for our first ever round of the F1 Championship.
Field move away to begin the parade lap.
I need to turn off the traction and the, I think that's stability, to make sure I get some heat in those tyres. Well, we will have a bit of control over it, obviously we're the last car on the grid, so we can make sure our tyres are up to temperature and no one else's is.
Okay,
it'll certainly be quite weird.
A couple of sectors of the parade lap, please. The tyre temperatures won't be high enough to give you your best grip yet.
So, making sure we try and get a bit of heat. Try and get a bit of wheel spin.
Scrubbing the tyres right across the track surface will put extra heat in them. This should give you slightly more grip when you're starting the race.
Hopefully we don't crash a T1. We'll be nice and careful.
For the first part of the race. See you at the first pit stop.
It seems like an age for the drivers waiting for the lights to signal the start of the race. Go!
Lights out and away we go for the first round of this career mode. And it's been a pretty poor start, but we just need to try and keep it nice and tidy.
Into the first corner.
I have a little bit of a sniff up the inside. Oh! Tommorow deciding I don't reserve any track space.
This is Rixon.
We've jumped our teammate, but no one else. Now roll over the back of Montero. Oh, he's going for a dive. Oh, we're around the outside of a couple of cars there. Everyone
Making real progress.
pinched to the inside. We've sniffed our way through. Oh, there was the oil. Look, just gone straight over there.
Incident at turn 6.
Oh, there's a wheel. Shirley's gone.
Incident over. He's out of the race. Unlucky. Barrichello was involved in that as well. That incident doesn't seem to have done him too much harm.
Rip the pair of them. They seem to both be stopped on the circuit there, so I'm not too sure how that's not done too much harm to him. Yep, they're both at this race. So, quite an action-packed start there, but we've kept it clean. We're up, what, 7 races off the start there. Everyone sort of bottled themselves in at the start, so we'll certainly take that. But, yeah, the aim is to beat my teammate. Oh, the BMW. Very, very close on the rears. We've got no turning on these cold tyres. Please don't get auto-spun. Please don't get auto-spun. Please don't get auto-spun. Just begging this game. But back down to P17. That start was probably a little too good to be true. But I'll still take that as we go. Oh, someone's dived it. I just hear that. Oh, the Tommorow not getting a good run off the exit though. Speed with the dives, but not the run. And yet, look at the slipstream he's got. Fantastic run, but he's got nothing at the top end.
Montoya is first.
They certainly shut him off. Side by side, don't get auto spun.
It's Fisichella. Rosberg is fifth.
Side by side once again. No, he's backed out. Good, good.
He's moved up.
I'll take that.
Heidfeld is in 7th. And Barrichello is in 8th.
Driving superb.
Why is it spam me there? I certainly didn't think there was anything wrong with that. And we're back to the rear of the field. Let's hope now.
Their third lap. Montoya is first. Michael Schumacher is in 2nd. Rixon is 3rd. 4th is Fisichella. Felipe Massa is 5th.
I'm sure that's quite a good little battle between Montoya and Schumacher.
Heidfeld is in 7th. And Barrichello is in 8th.
Well, that's a good run, somehow. Straight past Heidi. Let's go. Back into P19.
Top 8 drivers are. Montoya is first. Michael
We're both dropping away from the rest of the field,
Rixon
though.
is 3rd.
Oh my lord!
Fisichella. Felipe Massa is
That
5th.
completely took me by surprise. First car in the pits as well. That was, what a dive, man. I was not expecting that. How do we compare down the straight? He's got much better straight lines. I thought my straight lines were quite strong.
You're moving superbly through the field.
I'll shut you off through there, mate. That's not happening. Toyow.
Rosberg
And
is 5th.
Speed's dived into the pit lane as well.
He's up from 7th. Barrichello is 7th.
36-7, I'll take that at this stage of the race. I'm in P12 now.
Place.
Try and work your way through the field. If things go our way, we might just finish well. Great last sector, the quickest you've been through there.
Look at the time we gain on the traction zones. I think he's in a Minardi. They really do seem to struggle. And these tyres are getting very, very warm. We're probably about even on the brakes. Although that corner's probably not the best thing to judge it from. Yeah, we're probably pretty close on the brakes, but then a few corners.
Time through sector 2. Keep it
Well, just look at that! How much better we are on the traction. We're going to be probably... Oh, it's Midland, not Minardi. We're going to probably be pretty close down into the final chicane. Oh, that's a bit of contact. We'll gloss over that. Hopefully he doesn't diving into the pit lane as I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I'm not too sure if you have to slow down coming into the pits, but I'm not wanting to gamble it. So that overall, that first stint, then we're halfway through this race already. I'm feeling alright. That's felt okay so far. We're right down at the end of the pit lane as well. I have no idea what buttons I need to press though, so I'm going to have to look at my controller. Triangle, circle, square. Those two. That one. Those two again. Those two. There we are. A 13.2. That is probably a horrendous pit stop, but I'll take it. Where are we in terms of everyone else?
While your tyres are blue, don't go crazy. Wait till they're green and you have optimum traction.
The tyres? Oh, we still have lighting. That's the most important thing. Yeah, we've lost all that time. Well, I say we lost all that time. Haven't really gained a huge amount. Well, actually, I think Albers was a good few seconds up the road, so... Oh, turn in. But I feel like we're probably in the worst car on the grid, so to beat anyone, obviously excluding our teammate, would probably be a decent result. So we have to work our way up through the order.
As we head into the closing stages of this Grand Prix, Montoya is first, Michael Schumacher is in second, Rixon is third, fourth is Fisichella, Felipe Massa is fifth, Barrichello is sixth, Rosberg
Oh, we can close down Albers.
and Button eighth.
I want to beat Albers this race. That'll be something to put on your CV. I beat Christian Albers. What's that, 2 laps to go of this race? It was that, Clean's out. We're up to P17. Come on, we can get 60.
To go, and the current race order looks like this. Montoya is first, Michael Schumacher is in second, Rixon is third, fourth is Fisichella, Felipe Massa is fifth, Barrichello is sixth, seventh is...
Oh, that's a good run.
He's moved.
Sorry, Crofty.
And Nico
Oh, I clicked the wrong button again.
He's down from seventh.
Well done, you're moving up.
Is he going to dive it? Yes, he is, I bet. Let's go for the switchback. Ah, change up, Matt. How OP is the slipstream? It's not, in a nutshell. Oh no, there we go, come on. Oh, there we go, all over the back of him, he even tried to swing out at me. Have to cut you off there, Albers. I'm into P16 we go. Into the final lap of the Grand Prix. It looks like Montoya has absolutely controlled this one at the front. He's already coming out onto the second to last straight. No, come on Matt, concentrate on your own driving of the season. Got a little bit lucky with a few retirements, but you take those. All you want to do is survive in your first ever Formula 1 race down towards the final corner of the Grand Prix. I don't think I've ever been so happy to get a P16, not gonna lie. Through the final corner. P16 in my first ever Formula 1 race on F1 Championship. I am very, very happy to have even survived. Just waiting for the final few cars to come through then. Oh, no, we can just click exit.
The new Formula 1 season gets underway here at the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit in Capure. It's the first time since 1995 that the opening race of the season has not been held in Australia. It's been exciting, and it's only the start of what I'm sure promises to be a fascinating season. See you in 7 days' time for round 2 in Sepang. Formula 1 is back.
There we are then. Juan Pablo Montoya wins the race by 2 seconds over Michael Schumacher, and it's gone away. Cheers, Cody's. I don't even know who made this one. And then it was Massa. No, sorry, Raikkonen, Alonso, Massa, the 2 Hondas, and then I think it was Nico Rosberg that rounded out the top 8 there. Obviously, only 8 scored points. Outside of that, Mark Webber 12th, Villeneuve 13th, Luizzi 14th. I was right, it was Luizzi. Scott Speed, myself, Christian Albers, Montero, and ID rounds out the results there in the end. So we still finished 12 seconds ahead of my teammate after the first round of the season. And there we are. There is the driver standings. As you can see, we'll obviously gloss through those. McLaren as well obviously lead the constructors. ahead of Ferrari. Renault and Honda tied with only 5 teams scoring points in the first round of the season, but we are 10th ahead of Midland. So that'll probably be our aim this season, to beat Midland, and well, really I want to score a few points as well. But we'll have a quick look through the news then. Jean-Paul Montoya won. Disappointment for Christian Klein, yeah, unfortunate retirement for him. And then obviously that is all the news articles. Emails, what have we got? Super Guru, recent drives. Well done for all your recent efforts. Your last performance was excellent. Thanks. Things have been going well for you lately, and management has been very pleased to see you achieve such a good position. Keep up the good work. That is certainly, I will take very, very happy. You know, the team are happy with what I'm doing. But hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you do subscribe for more of the F1 Championship Edition Career Mode, the road to World Champion. And hopefully, I will see you guys next time for the Malaysian Grand Prix.